Hey, welcome back. Hope everybody's having a great Labor Day or Monday, and thank you so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today on the channel, guys, as you know, we've gotten some iconic vehicles over the years in the Origins line, but there are still vehicles out there that we still need as collectors. And so today on the channel, we're going to be looking at some vehicles that I do hope that Mattel will give us Origins collectors. Sooner than later, in the collection. All right. Now, of course, if you are new to my channel or first time watching, I hope you will subscribe afterwards. I hope you will hit that like button, and thank you so much for doing that. Hit that notification bell when you know I upload new videos, and please share this video who has a passion and a love for collecting all things Masters of the Universe. Without further ado, let's take a look at some vehicles. Now, of course, I'm going to have to use my really trusty Toys of the Master of the Universe book here to show you some vehicles that I do hope that Mattel will give us in the Origins line. Now, speaking of vehicles, the vehicles we have gotten over the years have been very good. Some are hit or miss, but for all in a whole, they've been outstanding. Very iconic vehicles that we've gotten so far. Like of course the Wind Raider here, and I just picked a few vehicles in my collection. There's so many great vehicles that have come out so far, but we've got the Wind Raider. The Cartoon Collection King, gave us the Collector. I think the very first time we ever got the Collector, ever. The Sky Sled, the Sky Sled, hit or miss. I think this is more of a miss than a hit. The Sky Sled alone is amazing, but I think they should have removed Adam from this packaging and give us the full Battle Ram. As far as a vehicle, is concerned. But still, the Sky Sled's still an amazing vehicle. Of course, we have the Land Shark, we have, the Town Fighter, we have, the Road Ripper or Ground Ripper, we have the Roton. So there's so many great vehicles out there that that we've gotten so far in the Origins line that I do hope that we still, we will get even more, from the Origins line. All right. First thing, I'm gonna get my little book here, and also while we're looking at this book here, by the way, thanks to Pixel Dan and Dark Horse Comics, I'm not being sponsored about, I'm not getting paid to talk about this book. It's just free and free word. This is an amazing book. Okay. We get some pages here, flipped around here. Okay, so of course, chapter 1 right there, 1982. Right there. Just flip around here, and right off the bat, right here, one of the first vehicles, that I hope that in Origins that we will get, Filmation or even this style. It doesn't matter, or I hope to get both. Really, is the Attak Trak that came out in 1983. There it is, right there, the old classic version, right there. Now, I prefer. Now, we do know that the Filmation cartoon version of the Attak Trak was one of the main voting vehicles that unfortunately did not win. But to me personally, I would rather have the Filmation Attak Trak over the Serpent's Lair. The iconic, and I do feel like at some point we will get the Filmation style Attak Trak. But if we get this one too, I am down for that. I love the style. I love the detail. Right there, the classic look right there from the 80s. Looks amazing. Also, let me know in the comments below if if there's a vehicle out there that you would love to see the Origins line give us. There's the packaging right there, the Attak Trak. Alright, so we're flipping around, look at some more figures. How about the Bashasaurus vehicle? How about that? I've seen a lot of images and artwork, through the years of the Origins line showing this vehicle here. And I think this is a vehicle, as collectors that we need in our collection in the Origins line. I think that would be an outstanding vehicle to get. And some of these vehicles, I never owned. I never owned the Bashasaurus or even the Attak Trak, So this would be great to finally get these amazing vehicles, in my collection. But there's the Bashasaurus right there. Packaging right there. And I do hope, I really do hope, because a lot of vehicles, love them or not, these are still iconic vehicles we've gotten so far. Like I said, some are hit or miss. Some are missing certain elements, like the Roton having, no flight stand, and even the Collector. the fact that the Sky Sled did not include the Battle Ram, you know, stuff like that. But still, these are still iconic vehicles, and I do hope that these vehicles I'm showing right now today, like the Bashasaurus, the Attak Trak, keep their iconic features. Like, you know, when you press the button down, the big old, like, what do you call it, like the boulder or the smasher thing right there will go up and down. Look at that. Very, very cool. So it's just a matter of maybe when, you know, and hopefully, you know, very sooner than later, you know, that we will get these vehicles, you know, in the Origins line. And there's a little fun factoid right there. What's called the ball buster. Okay, that's okay. All right. Cross there of the other figures and warriors. I can see a few vehicles right there that I hope to see, you know, as an Origins collector that we get in the Origins line. Okay. Of course, there's Battle Armor He-Man. Let's take a look here. How about Battle Bones? How about that? And that's not really a vehicle, but more of a case, you know. But even like getting Battle Bones for the Origins line would be absolutely amazing to get as in Origins. You know, having a, you know, if you're getting too many, you know, loose, you know, figures in your collection, this would be a nice thing to have to keep them nice and secure, you know, and you can mix around and mix, you know, and put ones out in your collection, keep ones very steady and it looks great. And of course, you can keep the weapons and stuff like that in his mouth. More little fun factoid of the Battle Bones right there. So I do hope this is another vehicle-esque, you know, item we get, you know, in the Origins line. Sooner than later, I hope. There's the packaging right there. Now I thought I saw, like, maybe it was me. Maybe I thought I saw the Battle Bones at San Diego Comic-Con. Maybe I'm mistaken, but maybe this is something I'm hoping that we do get, you know, down the road. All right, moving back around. Of course, we got Battle Cat here, of course, an iconic. But here we go. How about Battle Ram? This is, you know, something that I really, really do hope we get in the Origins line, and I think a lot of us are feeling the same way. This is an iconic vehicle that we should have gotten by now. I don't know what's the delay. I don't know if they goofed up when they gave us the original Sky Sled for Prince Adam, but I really, really hope at some point, you know, in you know, of collecting this amazing line, that we will get the Battle Ram, and I do hope that we get that iconic, you know, with the Sky Sled. You can detach from the Battle Ram, and you know, and use. I hope it comes with a, you know, with the attachment of the Sky Sled, like this version of the Sky Sled here, that we get a flight stand, and some new weapons and sound effects. You know, you name it. You know, I really, really hope that Mattel at some point will give us the Battle Ram. And here's a little fun factoid once again. Right there. Alright. Iconic. So sooner or later, I hope. I feel like it's going to be soon. I feel like they're going to give us the Battle Ram. You know. Did the Filmation ever have a Battle Ram? If they give us the cartoon collection version of a Battle Ram, that'd be great too, you know, or the vintage one. This is something that I really, really hope we get as an Origins collector. All right, let's flip around some more. We got here some detail right there about the Battle Ram here. This is an amazing book, by the way. I cannot speak highly about this book. Like I said, I'm not being paid to talk about this book. I'm not being sponsored by, you know, Pixel Dan. If you're not, I'm sure everyone by now who collects Masters of the Universe probably knows who Pixel Dan is. I don't know him personally. I watch his videos. He sounds like he's a really great guy, you know, down to earth, loves Masters of the Universe. That's one of his, you know, Turtles as well. And all around, like, you know, collects a lot of great toys and does a lot of, you know, toy hunting videos and conventions. You know, this book is absolutely amazing, and I do hope he does a follow-up book, like a volume 2, because it gives you, like, the from the 80s to Princess of Power to the 90s to the 2000X and classics. So this book ends where the classics line ends, and so there's like the Origins line now, the Masters line, the CGI line. There's so many brands, the Master Universe, that I do hope he will continue, with Volume 2. But this is an amazing, amazing book here. And I use this book quite a bit, so thank you, Pixel Dan. All right, we got the like the beam blaster and artillery. If you want to use that, for your Eternia playset, if you wish. Right there. There's a Beast Man. Take a look here. How about this? How about this guy right here? Now I've seen like images of that pterodactyl, dinosaur, on some certain images. What about getting these dino riders, in the Origins line? I think that would be a great treat to get from the Grayskull line here. I think that would be an amazing bonus here. And I think he looks really cool, right there, to add to the mini, vehicles, to get. How about that? How about this guy right here? And another figure that I hope to see. And it's Blade, and practically like the entire '87 movie, in Origins, Blade getting, or even Masterverse, getting Blade in Masterverse would be awesome to get, So we're gonna look at vehicles, and occasionally if we see a figure that we still need, or I hope to get in Origins, I will let you know. I'll let you show you guys. Right there, there's Blade right there. How about Blast Attack? Come on. I think a vintage figure, and I think he was shown in the Revolution show, and so I have a feeling that the Revolution Masterverse line will probably give us Blast Attack, but to get him in Origins as well would be awesome, amazing. A fun factoid right there. Once again, I gotta say thank you again to Pixel Dan and Dark Horse Comics for this amazing book. I mean, this is an amazing, amazing book here. They give it, and all these are alphabetical ordered, beautiful, detailed photographs. With the figures here, amazing. But right next to him, how about the Blaster Hawk here? I've never seen this before, but look at this guy. Came out in '86. Part of the Heroic Warriors. How about that? How about this guy right here? The Blaster Hawk. That's interesting. That's really cool. Look at that. That's really cool. I've never seen this before. Comes out with 8 discs. You can shoot out. There's the trigger right there. Kind of curious. It looks like it can be detached as a vehicle or / gun. Looks like. All right. So the Blaster Hawk appeared briefly in the background of the '87 film Big with Tom Hanks. Interesting. All right, let's see what else we got here in this book here. They got Buzz-Off and Buzz-Off Hordak. Of course, we have Grayskull, the iconic Grayskull. And I'm still thinking about maybe doing a video on my CGI version of my Grayskull. Now, not an iconic, this is still an amazing Grayskull, but not as iconic, of course, as the real one here, the vintage in the Origins line and any other Grayskull. But the CGI Grayskull, it's very unique and very fun. Right there, got Clamchamp and Clawful here. We got the Cliff Power Gear. We got these little metal orbs right here. I'm kind of curious if we will get these as well. There's so many of these as well that Masterverse gave us. Kind of curious if they will give us these figures as well. More orbs right here, metal orbs. We got Dragon Blaster. There we go. Here we go. I'm going to end this right here. I'm going to end it right here, and we might do this again. I mean, the Dragon Walker. Come on. I mean, this is one of the coolest vehicles. I remember it, over with a friend. I mean, the iconic look right there, the action call out. I mean, very cool. The Dragon Walker here. Look at that. The detail looks amazing. I do hope in Origins we will get this amazing vehicle, to add to the Origin set here. The Dragon Walker is an amazing vehicle. I hope to get in Origins. And I do hope they keep that iconic, electronic feel and movement with this Dragon Walker. Maybe some detail, upgraded paint. As Origins have a much more brighter, color scheme than the Vintage line. So maybe some missiles, maybe something different. but keeping that overall look, of the Dragon Walker right there. And right next to the Dragon Walker is another figure that I hope we will get in the Bitchins line, and that of course of Dragstor right there from the Horde right there. This iconic figure here came out near the end of its run of '86, but what a cool figure to have in Origins. Now that I feel like the Princess of Power line is just right around the corner. I feel like with the 40th anniversary of She-Ra coming out in the cartoon collection, and I hope it will be a figure that we will add to the Horde. And I really do hope that we get this version right here in the Origins line. All right, a little fun factoid right here. All right, another fun factoid about the Dragon Walker as well. All right, so there you go, guys. There's just a couple of vehicles. There's some, like I said, there's so many vehicles out there in the Master of the Universe that I certainly hope that Mattel at some point will give us in the Origins line. It's just a matter of time and when. With the figure, if it includes the figure or not, that's up to them. Inboxed or with a nice big window bubble, that's up to them as well. And it doesn't matter as long as we get these amazing vehicles in the collection. Like I said, some of these vehicles I never owned, in the '80s line. So I do hope we will get, hopefully, very soon in the Origins line. Masterverse, it's too hard to tell. I don't know. Masterverse being more heavily in their figures, are very not very known about their play sets or vehicles. Really, I mean, they're now starting to dip their toe in play sets or vehicles type. Like we're finally getting a Panther figure after so many years, thanks to San Diego Comic-Con. We just got that Skeletor throne as well as like kind of a mini play set. So if they did, of course, announce some vehicles in Masterverse, I would be down for it. I'm sure a lot of you guys would be as well. But we still have Origins. So if they didn't, I mean, that's fine. I mean, it's kind of a letdown, but still, their figures are making, they're still great figures. And so if we did get like vehicles in the Masterverse line, hey, I'm down for it. I'm certainly down for it. Okay. So in the cartoon collection too, I mean, we just got the collector, and like I said, I'm hoping to get, of course, the Attak Trak. That's something I really do hope. I think we will get that at some point. The Attak Trak, vehicle, the cartoon collection version, or Filmation style version, Attak Trak. But like I said in the video, in the beginning of the video, both versions, or I'm down with. I would like to get both versions of the Attak Trak to the collection. All right. So let me know in the comments below if there's any vehicles that you would love to see. The Mattel will, hopefully give us in the Origins line if you're looking forward to it. Like I said, this book is so amazing. It's so detailed, and I'm not going to go through all of it. I don't know. But, I mean, what a great vehicle. Play sets, you name it. I mean, it shows you everything of the history of the Master Universe toy line. I mean, it's so cool. So cool. I cannot speak highly enough about this book here. All right. So, all right, guys. I'd like to take the time now, of course, to thank my subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. Of course, don't forget to hit that notification bell when you upload new videos. Now, tomorrow, okay, with the announcement of ThunderCats being introduced in the world of the Master Universe, or vice versa, I have started, and this is something I wanted to do for a long time. I've started a ThunderCats collection. It's very small, very small, guys, from Super 7. I have only 2 figures in this new collection of mine. This is something I really wanted to do for a long time, and now, since I'm very hyped and very excited for the new crossover that's coming next year from Origins, from ThunderCats and He-Man. I mean, these are 2 brands that I absolutely love. More than the Turtles. I mean, I love the Turtles, don't get me wrong. The Turtles are a great line. I mean, they're an iconic line as well. But something about the ThunderCats, and this is something I should have done a long time ago. And I mean, and I'm kind of kicking myself for not doing it sooner. But now, I'm getting hyped now, and now I'm getting into new collection and stuff like that. So I've got 2 new figures in my collection, my brand new collection of ThunderCats, and I'm hoping to add to this line, and I'm thinking about just collecting only the vintage ThunderCats and of course Mumra and maybe the mutants, but that's it. Because I know there's so many different variants and versions of the ThunderCats out there from Super 7, but I'm just gonna get the standard figures only. Of course, you know, Lino, you know, Chitara, you know, Tigra, Panthro, you know, those guys, and that's it. So I cannot wait, you know, hopefully to track these figures down. But I did find 2 figures that I now recently added to my collection. So tomorrow I want to take a look at, you know, something different, but, you know, hope you will join me for that, you know, to look at my new ThunderCat collection, okay? Now, like I said, I will keep, you know, Masterverse is still going to be my main goal right here, but it's always fun to try something different, and so hopefully you will join me for that. So tomorrow we'll look at a couple of my ThunderCats I just acquired, all right? So, hope you guys have a great Monday. Have a great Labor Day, all right? And I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Take care, and have a good one, guys. And also, guys, I've got a couple of figures hopefully coming very soon to the channel. I tracked down some new figures to hopefully we can take a look at very soon, and I cannot wait to show you guys, all right? So I hope you guys, once again, have a good Monday, all right? And I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Take care, and have a good one, everybody.